Hey everyone, so in today's video, I am going to demonstrate how to apply coconut oil to your hair. I've been doing this for years. I have it down to what I feel like is a fine art. So I've got some tips and tricks for you to make this a super easy process. So if that's something you want to know more about, keep watching. Hey everyone, I'm Mallory, and today I am going to show you how I apply coconut oil to my hair. Coconut oil is something that is so good for your hair. I touched on it a little bit in my last video, which I will link below. But basically, my hair used to be pretty damaged. It was over processed. I had just dyed it way too much and went back and forth between darker and lighter colors over the years. And even once I stopped doing that, the health of my hair was just not what it should be. So a few years ago, I started using coconut oil and I saw a big transformation in my hair. So I tell everyone about coconut oil. If you have dry hair, damaged hair, hair that's over processed, or just want to add some life back into your hair, then give coconut oil a shot. I'm going to tell you the things that I do to apply it. I'm going to actually show you how I apply it. So it's super easy. Obviously, it's not like a miracle solution, but it really will give you some noticeable difference, I feel, or it did for me. So I want to share it with you and I'll show you what I do. But before I get into actually applying it and showing you how I apply it, I'm just going to give you a few little tips, couple disclaimers, and maybe answer some questions you have. Basically, the materials you're going to need for the application of the coconut oil is a very small list. You're going to need what's most important, which is a good quality coconut oil. And I just use the Great Value brand from Walmart. It's organic. You want to make sure whatever coconut oil you get, and this is the one I use, is organic, expeller pressed, virgin, unrefined coconut oil. And I know that sounds like a long name, but it's pretty easy to spot in the store. It's not something that you're going to have a hard time finding. Basically, Walmart, Target, Trader Joe's, everywhere carries coconut oil. So it'll basically look something like this in a jar, kind of like this, and it will seem like it's a weird consistency to put on your hair, but just stay tuned and watch because I will show you. It's very easy. So aside from the actual coconut oil, you just need a hair tie to put your hair up in a bun afterwards. You need a spoon to spoon out the coconut oil into your hands, and you need just like an old t-shirt or a shirt that you don't care about getting a little coconut oil on it. And honestly, I never even really get it on my clothes, but just in case. Okay, so you may be wondering, once you put it in your hair, how long do you leave it in? I generally leave it in, obviously longer is better. You don't have to sleep in it overnight. I know some things you read about coconut oil will say, oh, leave it in your hair overnight, wrap it up in a towel or whatever. None of that is necessary, I promise. I generally leave it in for at least a few hours. So I'll put it on like in the late afternoon, early evening, leave it in for a few hours and then wash it out before bed. Maybe you're wondering, is it messy? No, it's really not. Once it's in your hair, it doesn't like drip everywhere. It doesn't get on anything. I mean, you'll need to be mindful. Obviously, if you're sitting on the couch or something, you don't want to lean your head back and get it all over the couch, but it's not like something that's going to be dripping all over the place and just crazy. No, I promise it won't. The only really messy part of the whole thing is if you rinse it out in the tub, it will get into the bottom of your tub. So you have to make sure you rinse out your tub really, really well after you rinse the coconut oil out. And I'll go into that a little bit more in a second. And then you also might be wondering, how often do you apply the coconut oil to your hair? So when my hair was super damaged a couple of years ago, I was doing this once a week until I saw some pretty dramatic improvement in my hair. I could tell it was shinier, softer. I was seeing less breakage. It was just more manageable overall. So when my hair was very damaged, I was doing it once a week. Once it improved, I kind of went to about once a month, and now my hair is pretty healthy overall, so I only kind of just do it as needed. Another question you might have is, will coconut oil work for me? I feel like it's something that worked so well for me. I just want to tell everyone about it. I mean, obviously it might not work in every situation, but I feel like you will definitely see some results if your hair is damaged, if you've colored your hair a lot, if you have a lot of breakage. And I mean, it's $5 or so, so it's definitely worth a try. It's worth the shot to see if it works or not for you. And I honestly bet it will. A lot of people that I've told about it have come back to me and have been so amazed at how well it worked for them. So I hope it works well for you too. Okay, and a couple more things before I get into demonstrating how I apply it. Remove any rings you have before you put it on. While coconut oil washes off your hands really easily in hot water, it does not always wash out of rings, especially if you have like a diamond wedding ring on. it'll get stuck in the little crevices. Okay, and another thing I wanted to point it out because it might not show as well on video, so I wanted to kind of go over it for a quick second. When we do apply the coconut oil, we're going to apply it really heavily at the ends where we see a lot more damage and breakage, and then lighter as we go up. I wouldn't really recommend putting it on, like actually on your scalp, because it's really hard to rinse out if it gets on your scalp. And plus, generally, the top of your hair is like its new growth and is the newest hair and is generally the healthiest portion of your hair. So you probably don't truly need coconut oil at the very top of your hair. I kind of stop, about right there or so. And then one last thing to get into before I demonstrate how to apply it, I just wanted to tell you how I remove it. So after I've left it in my hair for a few hours, I will rinse it out in the shower. And so when I do this, I take it out of the bun. I first rinse with the hot water, basically as hot as I can stand. The hotter the water, the more coconut oil comes out. During this whole process, you do want to be careful because the tub will be slippery even just as you're rinsing it out, so don't fall. Okay, so after I've rinsed the coconut oil out just with water, this step is really important. I don't know why it works this way, but it does, so please follow my advice here. First, put conditioner in your hair before you ever apply shampoo. So you've rinsed once with hot water. We've got just kind of all the initial layer of coconut oil out. Now we're going to apply conditioner. Just condition your hair as normal, work it through your hair, rinse it out again. Then you're going to apply shampoo. I mentioned in my last video about how I love Head & Shoulders because even if you don't have dandruff, it really helps your hair grow faster. So Head & Shoulders is a great choice for rinsing out coconut oil. I don't feel like this is the time that you want to use like your best shampoo because you're probably going to use a lot of it. And also it seems like the cheaper the shampoo, the better it rinses out the coconut oil. I don't know why, but it seems to work that way. So at this point, you've rinsed with hot water, you've done one round of conditioner, you've done one round of shampoo, you're going to rinse again, and then you're going to apply another round of shampoo, rinse again, and then finally one last round of conditioner. So basically it'll look like this. You're going to rinse all the coconut oil out with hot water, you're going to condition, rinse, shampoo, rinse, condition, one final rinse, and then make sure you rinse out the tub with hot water to get any of the remaining coconut oil out because you don't want to fall. So I know that seems like kind of a long process, but in actuality, that doesn't take very long. And for whatever reason, conditioning first tends to get a whole lot of the coconut oil out before you even shampoo it. I don't know why, but I promise it works a lot better if you condition twice and start with conditioning rather than shampooing like you normally would. And then after I've done that process, I generally don't ever have any coconut oil left in my hair. When I first started doing this, I was kind of getting it on my scalp too much, and I was not doing that first round of conditioning, which I feel like, for whatever reason, really helps. I would sometimes feel like a little bit of the coconut oil did get left in my hair. So if you rinse it out and do the process in the order that I told you, you probably won't have a problem with it. And the more you do it, the more you'll kind of understand the process. Okay, so now that I've given you a little bit of background info, we will jump right in and I will show you how I apply the coconut oil to my hair. that is how I apply the coconut oil to my hair. Like I said, it takes me about 5 minutes, real truly, from start to finish to apply it. Um, and I noticed the difference from the first time I started using it. So I hope you'll give it a shot. And like I said, rinse out your tub afterwards because you don't want to slip and fall. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to help. And I think that about sums it up for today. So please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.